preview. Okay, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second edition of Pass the Bleach with DJ and Chewy. It's been a bit of an interesting week at 239. One of our members, AC, he lost a family member. So if you guys just want to say something nice to him, I'm sure he'd muchly appreciate it. He's a great guy. Been around for a long time. So we're just going to take a little bit and give him a moment of silence just to reflect. Alright, AC, if there's anything we can do for you, man, don't be afraid to reach out. I'm always here to listen, and just, I'm sure as DJ. Just want to say great job on the Thursday Throwdown and the Sober Elitists. You guys fucking always kill it. Everybody loves it around here. Keep it up, boys. DJ, how's it going tonight, bud?
It's going well, man. Another night, Another great night to be in 239.
Making hockey great again.
Absolutely.
Tonight we have a very special guest, first guest ever. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Don't you guys get enough of me on Friday?
Nah, man, we never get enough of you, let's be real.
Never get enough of you.
That voice makes me wet.
You guys asked me, and it's like, I said, don't you think they're sick of fucking hearing me gab my mouth at this point in time? And you said no, and I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So here I am.
Absolutely right. Here we are
in the house.
Fucking right.
Yep.
So season started Wednesday, boys.
Yep.
A lot of weird shit happened before that. A lot of weird shit happened after that. Who did well? Who did better than you expected?
Well, I'll jump right in and say that my original team I was drafted to, Black Sails, went out and swept their series, which was pretty impressive. I was not part of the achievement there, as I was riding the pine, you know how it is. And they went out and swept. They did well and got the 6 points, and I'm proud of them. And then, I got the call I was going in for a left wing, and boom, I'm out of here. So, I fucking weird series, man. It's a weird day.
Yeah, so what happened there? Do you think you emoed yourself off of that after you got traded or before you got traded? How did that work?
Well, I like to crack jokes a lot about everything, and I started cracking jokes about how I couldn't perform when I was on the bench. We play club with Hugh, and he's obviously the captain of the team, and changed my name to fucking Scouties on the Benchies, and eventually it got up to him, and his old age doesn't allow him to really take jokes too well anymore, and he's like, I can't take it anymore, man, I traded you, sorry, peace. And I was pretty pissed because I was supposed to be playing left wing on Monday night. I was playing with D-Mart on the right wing. I was going to make some things happen. More like he was going to make things happen, and I was just going to reap the rewards of it. But yeah, now I'm not. I got traded over to Dang's team. I'm playing lefty on Dang's team now, and I think I'll be pretty set. I fucking bashed Sober a lot at the beginning of the first episode of this show,
We both
saying
did.
I don't think he can fucking carry an offense, and I don't know how the team's gonna do. And fucking karma bit me in the ass, and here I am.
Sure enough,
Sober made sure he mentioned it.
You're right the fuck on his team. So what do you think? Did DJ emo himself out of that team?
Yes, he did. There's no doubt about it.
I think we were all in that party
he
too,
was
that night.
Well, you don't forget he's in the media threads too. DJ is so.
Yep.
Back in the scenes there, and the emo was riding high, man. It was.
Man.
It's weird. I think
though.
you're right, though. I think Hugh just can't take it. He's got
He
Elder
can't take the
Scrolls to
jokes,
play.
man.
He's got a real life.
Yeah, he's
gotta
got to fucking fish for. He's got to fish for that perfect row. He's got to fucking.
Gotta be 200
whatever
plus
it
by
is.
now.
Well, here's an
Exactly,
inside
he's
scoop for you boys on the show that you may not know. I had a deal offered to me by Dank for Burks,
Hmm.
and I wanted to think about it for the night. I'm not going to say the player that was on my team because it's just counterproductive, but he
He's gonna
he,
bring more
he
emo.
said,
He's gonna
I
get emoed
said to
off the
him,
team.
yeah, I don't want more emo, but I said, can you give me the night? I'll talk to you in the morning about it. He goes, yeah, absolutely. So like 8:30 comes in, people work and so forth. We shot like a couple messages back, just kind of shooting the breeze, and then like
Yeah.
20 minutes later, I see it posted, Burks for DJ, and I was like, oh well, I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah,
I
I'll
guess
go
that
fuck
trade's
right
not
off then.
happening.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So
you
Dank,
know,
if you're listening, eat it, dick.
wait, don't talk about my captain like that, asshole.
Well, that's what he can do.
Well, there's, I don't know. I was kind of upset. I was not really sure how to handle it. I get drafted fucking third round. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm fucking drafted sixth round. I get drafted third round, and then I'm like, oh, you're riding the bench. And I'm like, oh, that's
No,
that's cool. I
if
mean,
you were drafted
now,
sixth round, you would have been traded for Dmart.
exactly, and that would have been fucking sweet. You know what I mean?
You just gotta hit up Tomahawk
Um,
if you've been drafted in the second round. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to put you on his team, especially if you're a left winger.
well, fucking yeah. All right. So speaking of this nonsense, right? So Joe Stowe, first round guy, right? He gets drafted. What was it, seventh overall? And sure enough, he pops a fucking squat right next to me, riding the pine, first series. What do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Now I'm a third round guy getting benched. I'm a little upset. I'm not saying I'm a fucking stud by any means, but you normally don't bench guys that you draft before fucking the other half of your team. Now this guy was drafted fucking first. He was the first pick, and he gets traded to a team, and then he gets fucking benched. How
Well,
do
he
you
wasn't the
react to
first
that?
pick, and he was the seventh. I mean,
No, he was the first pick for what was it, for Tomahawk? He was Tomahawk's first pick,
yeah,
was he not? Exactly.
yep.
So he's a first round pick, and then he gets fucking traded, and then he's riding the pine. How do you feel? How does Joe feel about that? Now there was some passive aggressive chirps going on in the site chat about it, and do you think it's right?
Well,
Do you think?
I think if you get
you asking
drafted
first of all,
higher than the
you,
fifth,
you asking me or Chewy? Okay, yeah.
I think if you get drafted in the
Either.
fifth round or lower, like going up 4, 3, 2, 1, you kind of expect to play.
Yeah.
Just because that sixth round is kind of like there's another guy. If I got a part-time
this
guy,
is-
I need another part-time guy. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, somebody's got an emergency and can't make it. Whatever, so be it. You're not expecting to fucking start every series at that point.
Yeah, my expectation there is I'm playing the fucking game, not picking the splinters out of my ass on the bench,
Yeah.
drinking the fucking
Yeah.
special bleach bottle.
Yeah.
I got DJ on the
Essa,
other end
what do you
screaming,
think?
pass the bleach to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, please. I disagree though. Okay, so here's why I disagree. Yeah, Joe's drafted in the first round, but he was traded to another team who has the team was set. That trade by McGilla, Mac North wasn't going to crack his lineup. He literally just added a first rounder for nothing. So
Yeah. So what is he using?
Max
him
had
now
his
for?
draft. What I'm saying,
What-
he traded because of value, and now he's got a trade chip,
Trade bait.
and
right?
it sucks for Joe Stowe. But that's
Yeah.
what it is right now. So
Yeah.
I know why McGilla benched him. I get it. Makes sense.
That's the old
He had his
school
team.
Mags coming in. Yeah.
He'll
You
get
know-
a trade. Trust me.
he'll
Joe
get a
Stowe
trade.
will not end on that team. There's no way.
No, I don't think so either. I think he'll most certainly be traded. But right now Mags just has a first round trade bait basically just hanging there.
Yeah, he's got a blue chip sitting on his bench past the fucking bleach.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Um,
Who the fuck choked this week? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and I'm gonna say Yam, just because Daly's team fucking just tit pumped him. And
yeah.
the amount of ego the
three
next
straight
day from
games,
Yam
man.
was astronomical.
Yeah, it was pretty real. It's pretty real. Speaking of that series, I mean, you think Daly just goes to town on himself after he wins the series? What are you thinking here?
Yep.
100%. He's fucking screeching into his mic, going to town on himself after he wins the series. Guaranteed.
He's got the King Kong dildo all lubed up and ready to go, for sure. Jenny, get the strap on. It's time. I want another fucking series. Put O-Dog to bed.
That
It's
series-
time.
That series was funny though, because you look at it, you've got Dom Silva chirping all fucking week in chat
Oh yeah,
about Odd.
he threw a chirp at me
He's
too.
Odd.
Heel snipe Sally, boys.
said, Odd, I'm gonna be impressed if you keep me to under 3 goals this series, right? Fucking goes out there. Odd keeps him to 0 points in 3 games. 0 points. You got Drift. You got the goalie for Daly's team. Fucking picking up an assist. 0.33 points per game on average, right? That's better than Dom. Dom's got 0 right now. And Dom was chirping hardcore, and he puts the M trade me as his player name. What do you think's going on there?
Frustration.
A lot of frustration.
He was
Dom's
on
been
the,
on
he
Yam's
spent
team
3
for how
games
many
on the
times?
island.
He
He did.
He
He spent
did.
3 games
He
on the
did.
island.
there was a one-way ticket to that
but-
island.
The Odd Guy
Wait.
Island I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
this is Odd Guy's Island. This is
Yeah.
Daly's Island we're talking about.
Nope.
Daly's taking Odd under his wing, man. He's breeding him. It's like a fucking dog trainer right now.
Next
He's
thing you
breeding
know,
I mean, I-
Oz gonna be screaming in the chat. Oh!
exactly.
Not that
It's
he can
gonna
get
be-
any
it's
fucking
gonna be
weirder, like,
ridiculous.
but holy shit, it's gonna happen, and those two are gonna
It'll
have like a
happen, man.
legitimate love child, and it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, and you heard it here first, and I'm calling it out. I would be shocked if that team lost more than 4 games.
3 of them being
I'd be
the
shocked.
RT
4
games.
games.
Yeah, we're gonna sweep them. The Vanilla
Oh,
Nuts
that's
will
some
sweep
big,
'em.
big fucking
But,
words
uh,
coming there.
But
I'm
I
just
can only
happy
see
you're
really
off the
one
bench.
other fluke loss.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm off the bench. I'm excited to lace up the skates, boys. I got to get out there and prove my worth.
You better hope you look good in warmies, because coach is gonna sit you again.
Oh man, I can't handle that kind of disappointment. I email myself off this team too.
Did you guys watch that series at all? Did you get a chance?
Yeah, we.
No, I did not.
I did. While you guys were doing the show, I kind of kept up with things, and
You think they look good, right?
they looked good as the series went on. I don't know if it was like, because they've been playing together, so I don't know if it's a chemistry thing, but they just needed a little bit of time to get things rolling, and
Yeah, it's a.
the 2 cones on defense on the Church of Yam was
Yeah.
they just got picked apart by that offense with Rome
Yeah,
and
that
Yeah, as
was,
the series went on, sure. Yeah.
Dolly and
Ron,
Pemberton.
Dolly, and everything. Yeah, that's an impressive lineup up front, man. That's
Basically, Drift
Yeah.
King is the fucking Pekka Rinne of the first round, outscoring the Chicago Blackhawks for 3 fucking games. Which, might I add, there was some serious emo from him because somebody mentioned that there isn't a way to get goalie stats.
unfortunately with with the way that the stats are set up right now, we can't track goalie stats, man. It's a shit ton of extra work for the rare occurrence that it happens. So, Drift, if you're listening to this, stroke your E-peen, bud. Fucking write it on your chalkboard in your room or whatever you want to do. I got my assist,
stamp.
boys. Yeah, fucking
Something.
tattoo it on
Yeah.
yourself. That happened. Say
Leave
you're
it
better
to
than
Steve
Dom.
to complain about that series.
Chirp Dom all you want. Just
which
tell him you
might
got
still
more
be
points than he
leaking out.
does.
I don't think the menstruation has stopped there,
No,
Since-
not yet.
but definitely.
So all right, so we were playing, we were playing some club, and we were listening to your show the other day, SO, right? And we were playing some club, and an anonymous source came in and dropped the words, "I love that girl. Please don't tell my girlfriend." Now this
I heard
is
about that.
this is some 239 miscellaneous business going on here.
Now, when you say
You know.
now, can you reiterate to the audience who you're talking about when you say that? Not the source, but what?
Oh, this
Were you talking about my
Kayla.
guest?
We're
Yes,
talking
we
about
were
you.
talking
We're
about
talking
Rev.
Kayla. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got a guy.
Just so
we're playing
everybody
club,
knows.
and we're just we're listening to the show in the background, and she's going over a couple different points,
I think,
and out of nowhere he said,
you guys are talking about wrestling, and now she was talking about
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up for saying this,
And-
but the Degeneration X area, it's the Attitude area. Get your shit right. Anyways,
"I don't know anything about wrestling, man.
Next thing you
I dressed
know-
up as Goldberg in kindergarten one time. That was about the extent
can we
of
get
it.
a picture of that? Can you send Ability a picture of that? I think that would be perfect.
I could make that work.
But anyways,
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's an anonymous source or secret admirer or whatever you want to call it, but Next thing you know, in the
Yeah,
party,
you're saying she's got one.
Yeah, yeah,
She's got
definitely.
one.
There's
100% 239 secret admirer.
yeah,
Oof, man.
that's pretty spicy. Anyways, so he
Yeah, that's
says,
spicy.
"I love that girl. Please don't tell my girlfriend." And
Yeah.
then he
Huh.
proceeds to deny saying that after everybody else comes back
Yeah,
into
he
the
said
party.
he never
So
said it. Yep.
if anybody was
What kind of
lurking,
what kind of accent did this person have?
um,
Oh man, it's
You don't
kinda
have
hard
to.
to
You
tell.
know, I
Man,
don't know. It's too much
Jesus.
information, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's only a few. Only a few in the league.
I
you
think
know
it
what I
was
mean?
Don't even sound like that.
Eastern Canadian, maybe a hint of the QC.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, let's let the anonymous source breathe a little bit. You know, he's probably shitting in his pants right now. He doesn't want his girlfriend
Yeah.
to find out.
Yeah.
And we'll move on to Kayla talking about herself as a sleeper center. She considers herself to be sort of like Rome or Luca at center. Thoughts on this, and will she ever win a cup, or is she just destined to never take home some hardware?
I have a little bit of experience playing with her at center, and to be fair, I think she's a better center than she is a defenseman, just because I think her defensive style is just straight offense. But to say that you're like a top 3 center in the league, that's it's not even a bit of a
It's a
stretch.
bold statement.
That's a fucking shot in the left field. Like, I'm sorry, Kayla, but no, you're not.
I've only played a few games with her at center, and I haven't really had many issues with her. She's played center well. I have no issues when she's out there, but I don't think that she makes the plays happen that Rome or Luca does. To be fair, I've only played a few games with Luca as well. I've played most of my games out of those 3 with Rome at center, and he makes things happen, and I don't see it as much with Kayla at center. She's solid, but I don't think she's on par with those 2 guys.
Iso?
I've only
Esso, what do you
played.
think?
Yeah, I've only played with her up front like maybe twice, and these were like pickup games. I will say though, one of the games we played, and she was at center. We went up against a Moose team, and from what I understand, from what I was told, those were good players. I know Rocco 33 was over there, and I know he's a good player.
That's
The other guys I didn't know, but we won that game. We won that game, and she was pumped about it because she's like, we can't lose this fucking game, and she was very adamant about not losing that game. Yeah. So I don't know. She looked good to me up there, but again, I haven't played enough with Rome or Luca at all, so I couldn't tell you. But top 3, ooh, I don't know. There's some good ones in there. I'd have to see some more of her playing center.
All right,
That's fair.
duly noted.
Is she gonna win a cup this year on Tomahawk's team?
Not on that team. No.
Yeah, she seems to. She gets drafted to the teams
Let me
that
ask you
seem like
this.
they're kind of.
And I hate to cut in on your own show, but before I
go ahead,
lose
go
the
ahead.
thought, do you think that Tomahawk team could beat boys in any game?
Does all 6 of them disconnect?
There you go.
Is
There's your
Daly-
answer.
Is Daly
No disrespect.
cooking wieners
No
at Wrigley?
disrespect. The thing is, I don't see any teams besides the Vanilla Nutaps sweeping them. I don't see any team in this
You know,
league that's
I
going to
don't-
beat that team. I know it's so
I don't
early. We've
see
had
it-
like one
I
series
really don't
played,
see a
but
ton of sweeps going on this season, though. To be completely honest.
you've seen
I
3
think-
already, right?
Yeah. Has it been 3? No, it's
3
2.
out of 6 series have been sweeps.
No,
There's
it's-
3.
yeah, I
three?
think there's. Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay. Well, fuck me then. Never mind.
yeah. You can go fuck yourself now on your own show. Pass the bleach. Ride some
pass
pine.
the bleach,
Thanks.
please. Thanks. Yep. Thanks.
Let me
That's,
fill out my
I didn't
vape
keep
with
up
bleach
with
for
the,
you, so you can take a haul off of that.
yeah.
Thanks.
I didn't keep up with the league going on, I guess, as much when I was fucking sitting on the pine. So we could thank you for that fake news segment. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Hugh.
Speaking of some fake news, peanut M&Ms superior over peanut butter, hands down. No questions about it, and that's just how it is.
You're fucking retarded if you think otherwise, too. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yep. OG peanut M&Ms, hands
Oh, here we
down,
go. Here's the sigh. It's
the
coming.
best ones. Yeah,
So
I'm waiting for
boring.
this.
Shit gets stuck in your teeth. Shit's been around since I was a kid, like 1982. Like
Was
I
there
was eating
fire
There's a
back
peanut
then?
reason.
M&Ms. Yeah, there was barely fire back then, but
Oof.
We've come a long
this
way.
shit's boring, man. Expand your horizons. It's not.
I did expand my horizons. I tried the peanut butter M&Ms, man. I had a bag. I sent you a picture of it. You saw it. I ate them. They were good. I told you they were good, but they can't keep up, man.
Well, you
No
can't
way.
teach an old dog new tricks, man. I get it.
Who's the old dog here? You're the old one here. You know what I mean?
It
We
says
should be
expression.
enjoying the peanut M&Ms.
The expression.
Oh my god. Well, to be
Oof.
fair, I kind of see what you're saying, but I know, like, I don't know if you guys have Dairy Queen in the States. It's
Yep,
like a
Yeah.
Very cool.
yeah. Okay, so like when I go to DQ, I usually get a large Oreo cookie Blizzard,
Blizzards. Yeah, I was
And,
gonna say the flurry.
yeah,
Wrong place
whatever.
things.
and I decided to stray one time, and it was like. I think it was like the brownie earthquake one, and I'm like, how the fuck can you go wrong with that? And it was literally like one of the worst experiences of my life. So
Sometimes you just gotta stick with you stick with what's working, man. You know, don't fix it if it's not broken. That's an expression also. As
Yeah. Jesus.
oh my god.
All right, so you boys have been playing poker a lot recently, right? I know fucking jack shit about poker. I don't know how to play it. I played blackjack one time, but that's about it. Tom Hawk apparently has figured out the key to winning poker by just calling everything, no matter what the
Oh
scenario is.
God. I literally
Expand on this, boys. I want to hear it.
I literally quit the game. Like, I dashboarded out of the game because it was so fucking retarded what he was doing. Like, it wasn't
he was
even-
winning.
Yeah, like he would literally chase
Gets rewarded.
anything. It didn't matter if it was the biggest fucking long shot you could have fucking got, and he literally won 4 fucking hands in a row just by doing that. And I think he took out fucking 3 of us doing it too.
It's the equivalent of, you know, when you make a really good hit in NHL, you pummel a guy, you blow him up, you separate him from the puck, and he gets up before you can get it. It just picks it right back up and keeps going. Now he's on a breakaway and scores, no problem. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's the same feeling. And yeah, I mean, Buddy has Jack Deuce and like absolutely hits nothing. You make a big raise, he calls it anyways for some reason, what unbeknownst to me. Next card will come will be a Jack, and then you'll raise it again. You think you're in good shape, and then another Jack will come, and for some reason he just keeps calling it until he hits it. And he hits it every time. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Pass the bleach. That's all I can
Pass
tell
the
you.
bleach. That's all you can say
It's,
sometimes,
it's
man.
almost like he was clairvoyant.
Oh yeah. He just learned. By the way, he just learned that word. Like because when you make a good fold in that game, it says you're clairvoyant. You know, it's like a little achievement. It gives you some rep. It says clairvoyant. So fucker probably was on like encyclopediabritannica.com and looking up the word clairvoyant, and he's like, "Oh, that's what that means." Hey guys, I'm clairvoyant. I'm Tom.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, so I got a little bit of a special treat for you boys.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a new little segment. It's called Pass the Bleach of the Week. Now
Alright.
we have a special video for you. This happened. It didn't happen in a league game, but it happened to yours truly, DJ. Basically, I'm just gonna let
Oh.
it play out, and then we can talk about how you got fucking sniped from the red line here.
Snipe from the red line. Yeah, I remember this already.
Flipped in. He scored.
And yeah, that's. I could watch that like literally every day. And just
I
not
can't,
even
man.
be sad
I threw
about
up in
it.
my mouth just a second here. Yeah, that was a really rough day in net for me. I was getting fucking snipped from all over the place. Like, I could make big saves, cross creases,
Like the red
no
line?
problem. But dudes were throwing in puck from the red line, man, and it was just lit. Oh, it was a rough night. I tried.
Yeah, those are tough
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
That's tough
From
ones to save,
the
man.
neutral zone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's they throw a little, little sauce down there. It's rough. It didn't help my playing time. You, I hope you saw that. And you know what you're missing. Good
If
for
I
you.
recall correctly, you literally just rage quit offline after that.
Yeah, I did. No, not after that one. It was after the second one. But we lost in overtime. That was fucking emo as shit.
Man.
So we got another pass the bleed situation. So we got Rome forgetting that he was playing left wing. And he spent 5 minutes of the first period skating into the boards, saying that the connection was super relaxed.
Now to me, when somebody says that there's a relaxed connection, I'm thinking, okay, it's pretty good, right? And I was playing goalie that game. I think that was it was late at night, so maybe he was just, I don't know. I don't even know how.
He's tired. I don't know.
Tired, yeah. We'll go with tired. I think that's a good answer.
We'll go tired.
And I'm watching my goalie, just adjusting him back in, and here's our left wing just skating into the corner for like literally the first 5 minutes of the fucking period. And I usually have my shit on mute, and I'm busting a gut. And he literally comes on the mic, and he's like, "Oh, fuck, I'm not left wing, or I'm not right wing, I'm fucking left wing." Man. It was like, holy fuckers. Like, that literally brought me back horror stories of season 2 on Jello Time when we had Chinstrap playing the series against Hollywood's team. And he spent
Never forget, man.
how many games did he think he was D-Mart? Was it 2.5?
2.
2
Yeah, everybody
sure.
thinks that. I'd like to think I was D-Mart too, man. Score a couple goals that way, but shit. Eventually, you're gonna realize that you're not going the right way. You know, your controller's not putting you the way you think you're going.
Doesn't take very long to figure it out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've done that a few times where I've been playing lefty or left wing, and I've thought I was the other position, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I catch myself, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing different position, right? I've never lasted 5 minutes in the game skating against the boards, and I've never lasted 2 games thinking I was D-Mart. Rocking the Be a Pro camera as well. Don't forget that.
Oh, please just...
Yeah, game 3. He figured it out in game 3, boys. That's what we were working with over there.
I think the real question is, though, did he just do it in-game, or was it full-time settings? Because the way that shit was going down, I think he's still rocking the Be a Pro. Either that or that's all he's playing, because I don't know where he went, but...
Speaking of shit like that, man. All right, so we're playing club a couple of nights ago. You know, I'm in there with Drift and with D-Mart and Kayla and a couple guys. We're playing and we're playing a game. We get out of the game. We come back in. Right, we got a guy spamming us all party invites the entire game. We had no idea who it is. Nobody knows him. We thought it was some guy on the other team. We get out of the game and come back into the dressing room, and this dude is sitting at center. Some level 3, nobody scored his first goal like a week ago in the game, has no fucking idea what he's doing. Dan joins the party, right? Dan joins the party and is talking to him, so we all are like, fuck it, let's join this guy's party, see what he wants, right? And we join the party, and this guy's like, give me a chance, boys, give me a chance. I'm a decent center. And we're like, do you want to sign up for the league? He's like, no, I want to play on this team. Mind you, our club is like 10-7-4. It's a new club. I don't know what the appeal is for this club, but it is what it is. And he's fucking sitting in center. And he gets into an argument with us about we need to give him a chance. And he ends up calling Kayla a few choice words. And we fucking bounce him from the party, kick him from... We called her a slut, man. Out of nowhere. She was like, yo, get the fuck out of center. I don't know, this kid's probably like 14 or something like that. Going through puberty, thinks he's a badass type deal. I'm like, what are you doing, bud? Just leave. Like, you obviously... We're trying to play a game here. He's like, yo, you guys got to give me a shot here. So long story short, we fucking bounce from the party. He messages a bunch of us, adds us as friends on here and everything like that. We get him back into the party a few times, and they try and fucking get him to sing I'm a Little Teapot, right? So Drift cues up the music and plays it nonstop until this guy tries to jump in and sing. And we kept telling him that we can't trust him, we can't let him play until we trust him. And, all of us have gone through this initiation. That's how we all play with each other, blah, 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 blah. Right? So we're going on, and this guy's like, man, I'm not a good singer. Like, can I pick a different song? Like, let me pick the shortest song in the world. And we're like, nah, man, this is the song it has to be. And he fought it and fought it and fought it. And eventually he just raged and left. And we're playing last night, and he sends me a message that says, hey, I gotta invite me. I gotta say something. And I'm like, no, man. Like, we're not going through this fucking 3 nights in a row.
Unless you mean sing something.
Like, yeah. Oh, I didn't know how to handle it, man. I was cracking up in there, and it was just, like, I'm getting nightmares. Sports fan, if you're listening to this, man, it's, you'll get your shot elsewhere, buddy.
You guys are fucking
It's not
dicks,
here.
man. The kid just wanted his fucking shot. Like,
You wanted to fucking make it to the show, but you gotta put in your dues, man. We all sang "I'm a Little Teapot" to join this league, and if you didn't, you're fucking up next.
sometimes you gotta ride the pine.
Exactly, man. I didn't sing, and look what happened to me. Fucking Hugh benched me and traded me before I stepped foot on the ice this season. Thanks.
Jesus. I
Oh
wish I
my
would have
God,
joined
it's
the
just-
party because I remember getting a message from you like, man, you
Yeah,
gotta
it's
join the
fucking
party.
message. I was like,
I
you
can't
gotta,
remember
you
what
gotta
we were
get in
doing.
here.
I think we were playing poker.
You guys
at the
were
time.
playing. Yeah, you were playing poker at the time. You were getting fucking railed by Tomahawk.
Ugh. I'm gonna
It's
have
just
like
been one thing after another,
PTSD
man.
from that. Just, oh my god.
So we had some. There was supposed to be a few series going on tonight, but most of them looked like they got rescheduled. I think the only one that was tentatively scheduled to go on tonight was Gunny was playing against Dunn. But I don't know if that actually went through or not. I don't
Looks
know if
like
you guys saw anything.
DC is streaming that right now, actually.
Okay, so then yeah, at least they're playing. There's supposed to be a bunch more, but just summer season, man, people fucking rescheduled left and right. It's just a lost cause.
It looks like the Raw Doggers are down 3-2 in the first game. Yeah, and they just lost.
Yeah. All right, so what was that? Gunny's team's down 1-0 now.
Yeah, and that brings them another loss on the year. Jeez.
Is that an 0-4 start for Gunny?
Yeah.
Do you count the overtime loss in that 4?
Oh, they got a
Well,
point.
you know what I mean, dude.
They lost, but they got
Yeah.
a point at least.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a 0-4.
Yeah, that was another thing, man. Everybody had points, at least 1 point going out of the first night, which is something
Yep.
we haven't seen yet before. Everybody had at least 1 point. And with 12
Yep.
teams, man, this is the biggest fucking season we've had so far. It's not too bad of a start. Obviously, some teams would like to see different results, but you can't really win them all. You know what I mean?
Handbag.
Definitely handbag.
He was
Definitely.
praying. He was praying, please,
Yeah.
really not this time. I'm gonna get you.
Well, you know what though? He's got that out of the way now. He's
Yeah.
got that game out of the way
He
now.
can-
That
he can
series, I
put
mean,
that trauma behind him.
can only get better.
Well, not if you're the Jaeger Bombs 1.0. We didn't win a series until the final series.
Who captained that fucking team?
I forget.
Didn't he ride Pine this year?
I heard
Just
something.
so maybe.
I think he got traded too. I don't think he got picked in the
Lancelot,
first round,
like-
so it can't be Joe.
Fuck me. Yep, you're right. That was me, boys. Sorry. Yep, we had some sexy ass jerseys though. I don't care what our record was.
Well, as long as you
That
look
was
good in
those
warmies,
boys.
right?
Fact, exactly. It's all about fucking. It's all about looking good for the scouts, boys.
Bar down in warmies is good enough for the Rocket in the third row. Can we talk about how fucking Hugh just got lazy as fuck and just redid a write-up that's from like 4 seasons
Yeah, that was
ago?
a couple seasons ago. Yeah, that was pretty sad. Now I like doing the write-ups when my team wins. I have no problem doing them, and I was willing to do the write-ups for Hugh's team. No problem. But I didn't play in the series, so I can't do a write-up for a series I wasn't in. And then I get traded, so fuck that. You fucking subpar write-ups all year on that team now. Thanks.
Now, I know Iso put me in charge of the Nut Taps write-ups, and
Yep.
How would you feel, Iso, if I just copied somebody else's write-up?
Traded.
Fact. That's what I'm talking about.
I know you're
That's the
laughing,
kind of
like, but
mentality.
I'd just trade you. Yeah, because
That's the kind of
I don't
mentality
need that.
we need.
It's sloppy. It's lazy. I don't want any
It's-
sloppy, lazy players on my team. Period.
It's just negative. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. It's like I gave you 2 jobs. One is to stop pucks. The other one is to, shit on everybody that can't score on you. I mean, it's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, and I
self-explanatory.
would take great pride in that. Who did they beat anyway? They beat
They beat who the fuck was it?
who the fuck yeah.
I don't even
It was Dank's team.
Was it Danks?
Wasn't
Dank's
it?
team. Yeah, it was Dank's team. Yeah, it was Dank's team.
Yeah.
That's right. So now I don't even get to play against you the rest of the season. Hopefully you meet in the playoffs. Bench this motherfucker.
Well, I mean, if you get traded again,
That's
you
true,
might be able
maybe.
to play Hughes' team. Yeah.
I can't wait. I want to get traded
Me-
again.
I don't-
I'm just
Dank's
kidding. I love
fucking
you.
trade happy, man.
Can
I
you
don't know.
pull yourself
Yeah.
off of his team too? Do you think you could do that?
Fucking let's try it. I can give it. No, I'm not gonna do that to Dank. Thanks. If you're listening to this, ready to play.
And meanwhile, he's saying
Very
trade
much.
me because I believe earlier in the week, I don't think Issa was in the party at the time, but you called us out, I guess it would be, because since we're the same team,
I did.
saying that
Yeah.
you would literally drive to the Boston, not Tap Arena,
Yep.
and fucking shit stomp us out of it.
Fact.
How do
Said
you
that.
how do you feel about that?
Now,
Issa? Do you think
That was me.
happens?
Let
That
him.
was
Let
me
him drive
saying
to
this.
Boston since our arena's in Providence, Rhode Island. He'll fucking drive right by it. It's cool.
What's in Rhode Island? There's like 4 things in Rhode Island. Who fucking-
Strip
goes
clubs.
there?
Really good ones. Yeah, really good strip clubs. That's about it.
that sounds it sounds enjoyable for like a night, 2 nights, and then that'd be it.
Well, I mean, locally here, the strip clubs in the Boston surrounding area, there's like rules, regulations, and they're pretty strict and all that. But if you want to take a 40-minute drive from where I live anyway to Providence, it's a little more
A little more relaxed.
Loosey goosey.
It's definitely a little more that. There's that. If you want to take a ride up
Must well make
next to
a
the
trip out
Dunkin'
of it.
Donuts Center.
I'll keep that in
Oh,
mind
yeah.
next time I'm in Providence.
Yeah, but they can be nasty though. Don't go to the wrong ones. They're all like mafia run. Not the strip
I'll
clubs
make sure that I get-
themselves, but it's a lot of fucking mob still in Providence, believe it or not, and everyone's in
Yeah.
everybody's pockets, so they get away with everything.
I'll
It's actually the
keep
same
that in
way
mind
here
and-
in Edmonton. It's all
Yeah.
Hell's Angels. They control everything.
That still exists?
yeah, they're like strong here in New Jersey too.
Who knew?
They had a big fucking rally a few years back in my town at some like bar that's in my town. They like filled up the parking lot with all the bikes, and we had extra police out there to make sure fucking nothing happened, and they blocked off the roads and everything like that. It was ridiculous.
Hey, well, you got
That's
a
just
question
one
for both of
moment.
you,
Yep.
What's up?
because I'm just a guest here, right? So I don't know. Like, were you doing like the PTI thing with like the dinging subjects and shit, or am I just imagining that?
I wanted to,
Or is
but
this like I don't
know
hear
how
it?
to get that to work. So
Ah,
I've been fucking with it and like
you of all people,
Yeah, I know. Wow.
you
Yeah.
get everything to work.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. It's just it's a work in progress. We're working on stuff, I guess.
It's a work in
Um,
progress.
That's a work
Under
in progress.
That's like
construction.
Marty McFly, man. Marty McFly, he's a work in progress.
Work
you
in
know?
progress. All right, so
Yeah.
we can talk about that. So he decides to refuse center this season, right? He goes back and he's playing defense now. Daly swears this is his best position on the ice. I think he's a solid defenseman. I think he's a better center. It's my opinion. Played a lot of games with him on both positions. I think he's a better center than he's a defenseman.
Well, you
Not saying he's bad on defense, but
you faced him in 3 games. He was on your side. So what do you think?
Yeah, he was on my side. I scored
Racked
4
up
goals
4
in
Genos,
3
yeah.
games. I added, I think, an assist or 2. I don't know. I mean, he was good though. Like a couple of my goals were there's nothing he was gonna do about them. You know, they were. Yeah, that's my door creaking. I forgot to mute. Whatever.
That's what it was.
Yeah, well, Yeah, he was good, but at the same time, I love him on offense. I've played with him on offense. I don't care center, wing. I don't care where you put him. He knows how to cycle the puck very well. He plays a great cycle game. So if you like to do that, that's the guy you want to play with if you're a goal scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't really consider myself a goal scorer, even though Daly says that's what I am now. He said that on
Nobody
his
else
show.
really considers you a goal scorer either, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think you're second in the league for goals anyway. So I don't know how you can say you're not a goal scorer. But
yeah. Well,
how do you
Yeah, let's talk about. Hold on, fucking Hugh Laurie, #1 in points right now.
No,
I'm
he's not.
fucking
He's not even
disappointed in
fucking.
all
no,
this.
he can't be.
Shut up, man.
No,
He's
he
not.
was.
Rome is.
After
Not after the
night one.
Boys series.
Hugh Laurie
Yeah,
is
after night one he
1,
was.
2, 3, 4,
But
5,
not
6,
after night
7th
two.
right now.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Fuck me then. False information.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that was
Thanks, Hugh.
Fake news.
literally it's all
Fake news.
fucking boys.
But he
boys,
was
up
proud of
there.
himself after his first night, man. He was really proud of himself. He screenshotted it. He fucking beat off to it that
Oh,
night. He was
God.
ready to go.
He's been hanging around with Daly too long, I think.
Yep.
But
Have a little-
yeah, man, no, man. Well, you know, he's never on, so it doesn't really like. He comes on one night, plays some hockey, and then calls it a day, and then
Funny
fucking chirps
story.
everybody about how big his EP is.
Funny story about that. Back when Friday the 13th came out, I talked him into buying the game. I'm still not sure he bought it. But
Yep.
this was like 4 weeks ago. He's talking to me. He's texting me saying, "Yeah, man, I'll be on after work." Blah blah blah. I still haven't fucking heard from him, and it's been 4 weeks. So if you guys have seen Daly, please let me know
He's
because I'm
missing.
worried
Let us
about him.
know.
He has a.
Well,
family.
there's a hot take. He wants to play hockey tonight. That's what he called me earlier today because he had to say something real quick. And then 48 minutes later, when he finally hung the phone up, he wanted to play. He wanted to play hockey. I swear to God, He called me at my house. I answered the phone. He's like, "Bro," and he wants to talk about fantasy baseball.
I was just gonna ask you how much of
Yeah.
the 45 minutes was about how his fucking picks were just jerking everybody off.
41. 41 of them.
Guaranteed.
So I'm like sitting here talking to him. Now, meanwhile, I have company over the house, and entertaining company. Just talking. So I whispered to my buddy. I'm like, "I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to go get coffee." Just figured I'd get him off the phone by then. So now I'm inside Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm trying to pay for my coffee with the app, and the girl's like looking at me like, "Here's your coffee. Where's my payment?" And like I'm like, Daly, shut the fuck up. And then I had to hit like the button so that my Dunkin' app would come up, and I'd get my free coffee. So, anyways, he was still on the phone. Moral of the story: I get home, he's still on the phone. 48 minutes later, there we are.
And he wants to play hockey, so
He wants to play hockey. Yeah.
Fucking. I guess he'll just
He'll be
join the party
ghosting.
'cause he's always, he's
he's too
so
important.
You'll
to
never know.
Be seen. Now,
Yeah. Fun fact: I was supposed to meet Daly fucking couple months. It was about a month ago. I had fucking 7-hour layover in Chicago Airport. Supposed to meet him there, and he was like, "Nah, man. Yeah, at O'Hare." He was like, "Nah, man. I'm at work. Sorry, man." I was like, "Oh, that's fucking cool. Thanks." Well, fuck me, right? I'll just spend 7 hours in the airport and not leave.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he picked me up at the airport, so.
Oh, wow. Well, that makes me feel loads better.
Now, how do you think?
Hollywood would have told you to take an Uber.
Yeah, just take an Uber, boys. It's cool.
Yeah, just take an Uber. It's an hour away.
Just take an Uber.
Fuck them.
God bless. Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of Hollywood, he's my new goalie now. Fucking. So we're in the group chat, right? Dan Cad's been in the group chat, whatever. I get in there and Flaney's in there and he's like, "Dank, you traded our best player for a backup defenseman. Fuck my life." And I'm like, "Thanks, Flaney. Thanks for the warm welcome, bud. Appreciate it. Have a good night."
It'd be weird if things get a little windy when there's a winger coming down your side of the ice.
Ooh, man, it'll get really windy all
You
of a
guys
sudden,
hear me?
man. Oh shit!
Windy.
Sorry, boys.
Oh fuck, man, my bad. How's that save percentage
Random
looking?
windstorms. No, I wouldn't do anything to fucking detriment my team that I'm currently on, but fucking yeah, warm welcome, thanks, Flaney. Appreciate it.
Gotta love
Wonder
it.
if you've been listening to these shows now.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Issa, how do you think the boys did Wednesday as a whole, as individuals? What do you think?
Our boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking good. I mean, we game one it was really tight, 3-3 overtime game.
Who
Yours
scored
truly
that
gets
goal?
the job
Yeah,
done. Yeah, me, the goal scorer, gets the job done. And then game two was another tight one. I mean, no score all the way to like 50 seconds left. Moose gets a great pass from Swagger, doesn't pot it, and then fucking I think it was Zlo.
Yeah.
Zlo fucking put it in his own net. But the play itself should have resulted in a goal anyways. It was just like an unreal save by ability. Unreal or lucky, whatever you want to call it. The play was sick. Swagger had a unbelievable sauce that like went over some dude's stick. Moose raced past it, picked it up.
Blue line to blue
You know,
line.
probably should have went in on the first time anyways. But the good news is Swagger doesn't get an assist for it, so that he keeps his point total down, keeps him humble. So there's that. Game three, we came out flying. We were up 3-1. Everything was looking good. I mean, everything was looking great, and I think we got lax because then like they scored a shitty one off your chest.
Yeah.
And then they made a really good play to tie it up. And then from there, I think we were just gripping sticks, and they potted 2 or 3 more after that. So, other than those last 2 periods, we were fine.
How do you think
Nice.
we're gonna do this week?
This week, I think we're only going to have one game because we had to reschedule with the Black Sails. Hugh had some Elder Scroll. He's like a level 139 in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, he's got to get to
like 200 before the
169 or something.
weekend.
I think it's double
Yeah,
XP
so
or
he
something.
yeah, I think he asked to reschedule that one. I'm just pulling up my schedule real quick. I took a picture of it on a piece of paper because that's how old I am.
Pretty old.
Yeah, Black Sails. We were supposed to play them on the 5th, but that's rescheduled to the end of the season. So we only play on the 6th. We have Winter is Coming
Ooh,
on the
playing
6th,
Pale's
which is
team.
Thursday. That's Pale?
That's it. Yeah, that's Pale. That's you got
Yeah.
Pale, Brick, Sea-Doo, all of them.
Who might
Yeah.
have
That's gonna-
had?
That'll be a good
I think-
test.
Yeah,
Just
you guys
lost
are gonna
their
have to work it out
series.
for you, I think.
Yeah, they did lose a series. That's more series
did.
than Pale's lost all year.
Brick himself.
That's
Last
too.
year. Yeah,
and
Brick
and
too.
the second coming of Daily Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a taste of the L column early. Hopefully we can bring it to them twice in a row. What do you
Yeah.
think? You think we got a shot?
No doubt in my
I think
mind.
that'll be.
Pale, you can suck
I
my
think you
knob,
guys will be.
thanks.
I think that'll be a good test for you guys. They're a good team. You guys are a
Now,
solid
who's
team as
playing
well.
forward? Is Pale playing forward up there? What is he
No,
doing?
he's playing D. He's playing D with Sea-Doo.
What side? Oh, so he's on the left side?
He's
lefty, so he'll be on Swag side.
So I get Sea-Doo.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. Swag's gonna score like fucking 3 goals from the red line like he always does. Fucking every series. I don't know how he does it.
He wasn't
Still-
doing that in our series.
Nope.
Weird. Every series last season, man, he would get at least one goal like that. Be on the red line, fucking take an impossible angle shot and beat the goalie short side somehow. Ridiculous.
Not that he didn't try the patented Swag shot, but
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you meant the
you thought
center
I was
ice
talking
red
about
line.
center line?
Yeah,
no,
because
no,
you get
goal
scored
lines.
on it
That's
so
the
much.
DJ
Like I
goal.
figured that's what. Okay, yeah, that's. I thought you were just talking
That's
about
so
that.
fucking funny. I laughed about it.
No, I was being serious. My bad. Pass the bleach, buddy.
Pass the bleach, man. I'm already emo as fuck as it is, man. I haven't played a single game yet this season.
when
How'd
when
you
does
feel?
that 55-gallon drum of bleach come that you ordered? By the way, I'm just curious.
Should be in Wednesday.
Just in time.
Does
to
the
get it
pastor
done.
customs?
After that.
Yeah.
No. It's coming. It'll be here. Don't worry about customs. I don't need to know about it.
Speaking of customs, how's his series going? Do you have a live look in or no?
Yeah, let's take a look in here. Looks like they just about to finish the first period of
Game
game
two.
2. The Raw Doggers are up 2-1.
All right, got any team?
Period's
Got any team
over,
showing some
so-
promise?
Well, I mean, I think this is too. Who the fuck? Which team is Customs on? No, he's on the Raw Doggers, and then
He's on the Raw Doggers, yeah.
the Dunn is the Jager Bombs, right? Yeah. So
Dunn's Jager bombs, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're just looking at the tape here, this should be the Jagerbomb series, in my opinion. But
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. We've seen stranger things happen, man.
yeah, like this guy that we know, he keeps disappearing conveniently when there's game nights.
Yeah. Well, he's got fucking wieners at Wrigley or something like that.
He's flying, or I don't know. Does a lot of weird shit.
Fucking whatever.
I just,
Who
you know,
cares?
I hate to cut in, but it's come to my attention that all I do is come on these shows and give McGill a free advertising. Apparently, that's what I do. I did it. Yeah, I mean, he credits me for being able to move Mac for Joe. And he's hitting me up here on GChat. Yo, you're great on the Bleach show, man. I need more free advertising, he says. Such a dick. You old fucking schmelly dick.
He's watching his program and drinking his coffee. Let him be.
He's got his slippers on and his lazy boy getting ready for bed.
No doubt.
Fucking, oh man.
Alright, so the last thing
boys.
that I wanted to ask you boys, who gets Rule 1 first?
I guess we're one first. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really. The only thing I could think of would be fucking Shock's LG boys that he came in with that were already on the brink of it one time.
Just
I don't really-
1-800-3-EMO-5-ME or what?
I don't know anything about them other than they were kind of on the brink of it at one point. But he says he's able to control them and reel them in. And if that's the case, then so be it. I hope we don't have to rule on anybody. Fucking let's let the league grow. Everybody's here to play hockey, right?
Yeah, I think
But-
that
Yeah,
would
what
be
if
a
it's
first.
nobody? That'd be nice, right?
Exactly. Like, it'd be nice to not rule one anybody. Like,
Especially
that's
in
thing.
the season where we've got the most. Is this the most people too?
Yeah,
Or
we've
is
got-
this just
Yeah,
because
we've
of
got
most
the
teams?
we've got the biggest season so far going on right now. We haven't had 12 teams before.
Yeah, which
I don't want to rule on anybody. Like, that's just don't be a dick. that's all you can. Just don't be a dickhead.
instead of
I
being
think
a
at this rate, it's going to be you.
dick-
At this rate, you're going to be Rule 1, DJ.
Fuck
At
me,
the rate
right?
you're going. Yeah, it hasn't been a good start for you personally, but if I was
That's
to give a
what I'm
serious
saying.
answer, my boy, it better not happen though. This is just me seeing in the future. My boy Dom Silva. Imagine if he just
think
gets so
so?
emo. Yeah, he just stuck with Yam and fucking. And if it doesn't go well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It just keeps going horrific, like the
Yeah, he
boys
doesn't wanna be
boys
on a
shit just
losing
carries
team.
over, and then and him and Yam just sword fight until he gets Rule 1. I hope that doesn't happen because Dom's like one of my favorite personalities in the league. So it's not even gonna happen. I don't even know why I said it, but I could see it being a thing. You know, it's just. So Dom, if you're
when
listening,
getting-
don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth
You're
it.
getting outscored by a goalie. There's some emo happening.
Yeah, see, he needs to get back out there as quick as possible and put that series behind him. Because I know those series, they're fucking awful.
Yeah.
You put up nothing but goose eggs. Your team loses all the games and like, bleh, gross. We had a couple of those last year on team I was on there with Drift King who gets sleepy.
Yeah, that's true. It's
It's
weird 'cause
past his
it hasn't been
bedtime, so
sleepy
he's
yet
not
so
watching
far.
right now for sure.
Yeah, up to 2.
He better not be. He's got work in the morning, man. It's a physical job. He's in the unique position of having a job. So, you know,
I wish I
Like-
could be that lucky. Oh wait,
I'm convinced you don't work. I'm convinced you don't work.
what the fuck
Yeah,
is that
you know,
supposed to mean?
Yeah.
I
just don't
disagree
think
really
you.
because I come
I
home
don't think
and
you've
you're
ever
on-
worked.
You're on Xbox. I like wake up.
Yeah.
Well,
check the app.
I mean, you
You're on
guys want a
Xbox.
fucking explanation on that?
No, not really. It's just
Alright,
that.
yeah, I'll
no,
just go
no,
fuck
no,
myself.
no,
No, I'm done.
No, go fuck yourself. No, here's what I think. Like, you know how you always have those weird jobs that, like, you're like, oh, I have to go out of town for like 2 weeks, and so I won't be near, and you know, we'll have a job there. You ever meet that kid who has a girlfriend, but he doesn't tell you
Who
her
she
name or
is.
where she's from, and like he's really weird about the whole thing, and
I'm gonna Photoshop
you know, her name
myself.
is Veronica. Yeah, I think that's kind of what you do with jobs.
I'm
You
gonna
just like
Photoshop
say you have
myself into a
jobs, but
job
you don't
site.
actually have jobs.
Send you a picture.
Yeah. Photo.
This is
Exactly.
my job. I love it very much. It loves me back.
When the fuck did you get that accent? Holy Christ.
I don't know. I just came up with it on the fly.
That's-
He's working in a
Oh,
rug
man.
field, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what that's
Oh, man.
implying. I don't even know what that's supposed to be implying.
Me neither.
Just threw it
It's
out
just-
there.
On that note, on that fucking note. You boys got anything else to discuss?
I'm pretty all set. I think. Got everything covered that
So
I
you got
wanted
anything
to.
to say?
So I'm just here. I'm just waiting for my name to be called. You know,
Well,
it's nice. I
what
have
I'm
no
calling
pressure
for.
on me. This ain't my show. I don't give a shit if it bombs. No, I'm kidding. Everybody does a great job on the media end of things. So, thank you guys for having me on. It was a fucking blast. Don't ever have me on again.
Don't worry, you're cut
Um,
after that job comment.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking
Yep.
ride the pine, see ya.
Yep. And just for future reference, I will never invite either of you on my show again either. So have fun
Well,
with
I was
that.
on the show one time and fucking sober decided to not archive
Oh, I know.
stream,
Thank
so
God nobody
never
had to hear
existed.
it. Fuck's sakes.
Fucking Christ.
So what you're
Um,
saying is
so
that
yeah, I
show was
guess that-
also on the bench.
Yeah, that was also.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was technically
Fucking-
on the bench for that show too.
Ooh.
I hate
Man.
you
Everyone
both.
else, man,
Oh my
everyone
God.
else comes on. They were like, "Oh man, Rev was an awesome guest. Oh man, Chewy was, this, that, the other thing." And then like no one mentioned DJ show because
No one
nobody
mentioned me
fucking
'cause
heard it
there
except the
was-
3 people that were listening to it live.
The tuned in live, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hashtag get benched. Hashtag give him the bleach.
Yep.
Ooh.
On that note, I think we're gonna wrap everything up here, boys. Shout out to my homeboy Joe Thornton.
Just gotta get his weekly shout out. Yeah.
Gotta get the weekly shout out in, and
Shout out, Joe. Congrats on another year in San Jose, buddy.
I hope all's well with the girlfriend, Joe.
Mm. Ooh.
Yeah. Don't worry. We won't tell her. It's okay.
Hmm.
And on that note, boys, we'll catch you next Sunday, same time, same place.
Yeah. Don't forget Thursday throwdown. We never know what time it is, to tell you the truth, because these guys are so fucking. Nobody's ever on
They've
time.
been trying to go 8:30. So
Yeah,
the
trying,
throwdown's
but-
been 8:30.
8:45, 9 o'clock, whenever
3
the
in the
fuck
morning,
Daily decides
whatever.
to get on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
And if
He's
Sober
gotta
makes
go
it
work
back
out at
from
the
his
moon
ice fishing
first.
trip, then we'll be on Friday at 10.
You guys know what the fuck you're
Man.
doing, so I have a feeling you'll be on at 10.
I have faith in you guys.
Now
Yeah.
that Sober figured out how to hit the record VOD button, but
Yeah.
anyways, one more time, AC, man. If there's anything we can do, we love you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for tuning in, boys. See you next week.